So I wasn't going to do a video, but I decided to do one anyway. Since I'm on a walk to de-stress, I'm on a de-stress walk. And last night I hardly slept at all. It was just so much anxiety and all. And I kept thinking about Afghanistan and how their collapse of their government and how the Taliban walked in and took over. Now, that tells me that the people in that country don't care if the Taliban take their country in masses. You know, if something like that was to happen in the US or the UK or Italy or any place like that, there would be a massive uprising against the onslaught. But here we said, we saw, well, who cares? And there's, of course, always the ones that run scared to death that hell is coming and want out. But this is all due to war with George Bush when he was in office and decided to be the big man. He needed a war somewhere, and Afghanistan and Iraq were the perfect spots. Even though they didn't do anything to us at all, ever. Nothing's been proved. And it's absolutely mind-boggling that proof isn't demanded before we go to war. That we had proof that Afghanistan, their government, financed 9/11. There's no proof of that. Still isn't to this day. But why are we staying in countries that we have no business being in war with? We toppled their old leaders, and now they're stuck with what? Chaos. And let me tell you, it will happen the same way with the rest of the countries of the world as climate change continues. We will lose control, and you'll see that everybody's on their own for getting food and medicine and everything else. And even that will dry up, and then it'll just be everybody at each other's throat. If you look at Easter Island history, you'll find that's exactly what happened with them. They landed on an island, stayed there, used up all their resources, starved to death, and went to war with each other, human by human. And yeah, some did survive, because there's still some to this day living on Easter Island from that lineage. But here in the world of reality, when food starts to run out and chaos begins, there's no stopping it, man. You can have the biggest police force in the world, but once it starts, it's gone. Look at the fall of Rome, or any of the others. It's always the same. We don't see what's coming 90 miles an hour in front of us. I guess the overall point of this video is anti-war. We need to have the U.S. Congress decide whether we go to war here in the U.S. or not. It can't be the decision of one person, because it's so filled with glory and ecstasy and euphoria to go to war. But getting out of war, boy, it's ugly. And it always seems to be the way that works, is that the Republicans will get you into war, the Democrats will get you out, and the Democrats suffer the worst for even trying to get out. But obviously Afghanistan wants the Taliban over what they have now. Otherwise they would have fought to stop it. So I guess that's all I wanted to talk about, was how easy it is for humans to go to war and why they go to war. It just needs to be said that war is not a fix. War is a problem on top of more problems. I appreciate your thoughts on this. What do you think about war and Afghanistan and the situation around the world as we get ever so closer to climax of climate change disaster? I appreciate all the ups, downs, new subscriber, and don't forget the comments. Until next time.